Salam everyone, today I'll be showing you how to create 4 easy iftar recipes. It can get really busy in Ramadan, so these recipes will help you prepare iftar in no time. Let's get into it. Starting off with the easiest recipe of the 4, it's nothing too fancy but definitely a game changer. All you need is dates, aka khajur, almonds, and a paring knife. We're going to start off by removing the pit from the seeds. Using your paring knife, remove the stem and slightly cut the date lengthwise. Pull it apart and remove the pit. Now do that to the rest of the dates. Once you have removed all the pits, wash your dates thoroughly and pat them dry with a paper towel. Now for the final step. Place an almond in the date and close it up. Sometimes when they're larger dates, I like to place 2 almonds like this. If you're feeling a little more creative, you can also use other nuts such as walnuts, pistachios, or even coconut. I stick to almonds because that's what my mom has passed down to us, and it's become a tradition. It's that simple yet so delightful you won't want to go back to your regular dates. For my next recipe, it's how to make Rooh Afza. There's so many ways to make it and I've tried them all. I think this is my favorite way to drink it. Start off by soaking 1 tablespoon of chia seeds in 2 cups of water. I decided to soak a lot so that I can store it in the fridge and I can have it every day during iftar. This way I don't have to soak them every day. Let them soak overnight or you can even leave it for 20 minutes. It should be fine. Once they are soaked, they should look something like this. To make the drink, I added 1 tablespoon of Rooh Afza, a little bit of sugar, but you can totally skip this part if you don't want to add extra sugar, and a little bit of milk. Mix it all together before adding the rest of the milk so it's well combined. Once I add the rest of the milk, stir it so that it's well incorporated and then you can drink it as is. It's that simple. Or if you have a sweet tooth like me, you can try out my ultimate Rooh Afza recipe. Grab a glass and drizzle some Rooh Afza on the side of the glass. Add some chia seeds. Pour the milk mixture we made earlier and add some whipped cream on the top. Trust me when I say this, the first time I made this, I didn't realize how good this would turn out, and now I crave it all the time. It's so yummy and refreshing. You will definitely thank me later. Speaking of refreshing, I'll be showing you how to make my mouth-watering fruit salad, aka fruit chaat. We're going to start off by making the dressing. In a bowl or a measuring cup, add 3/4 cup of orange juice or mango juice, whatever you prefer. Then add 2 teaspoons of sugar. You don't have to add the sugar if you don't want to, but you do have to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of chaat masala. Some people think it's weird to add salt to something that's sweet, but honestly, it makes a huge difference. It's the same thing as adding salt to cake or cookies. It enhances the flavor a lot more. Whisk these ingredients together and it's that simple. The dressing is done. For my fruits, I decided to go with 2 bananas, 2 apples, 2 pears, 3 kiwis, handful of strawberries, and half a pomegranate that I've already separated the seeds from its skin. Now I'm just going to be dicing all of the fruits. I don't want to bore you guys, so with the help of editing, There we go, that's more like it. By the way, you guys can use any fruits that you have, whatever you have available at home works just fine. Once everything is diced, throw it all together in a large bowl and pour the dressing over the fruits. Toss or fold the fruits together. Make sure you don't overmix so the fruits don't become mashed. Once everything is well incorporated, it's ready to serve. You can't have iftar without something baked or fried, right? Or at least in my family, you can't. These egg puff pastries are simply delicious. It's always a showstopper at any iftar and it's so easy to make. All you need is boiled eggs, ready-made puff pastries, salt, and pepper. Let's begin. Start off by boiling water and add a half a teaspoon of salt to the boiling water. I'll show you guys why you should add salt later. Slowly place the eggs into the water. Boil it on high heat for 12 minutes. After 12 minutes, drain the water and let the eggs cool down. Now time to remove the shells from the egg. See how easy that shell came off? This is because of the salt that we added in the boiling water earlier. The salt helps cook the eggs better and prevent the eggs from cracking. After deshelling the eggs, cut them in half. Let's speed up this part. Now sprinkle some salt and black pepper on the eggs for some flavor. For the pastry, I'm flouring my surface with all-purpose flour and then rolling out the ready-made pastry. I want this to be 12 inches in width and length. Once you have the pastry rolled out, cut them into 12 equal square parts, like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be a little bit wider than the boiled eggs. Now place the eggs upside down on the pastry in a diagonal position. Sprinkle some more salt and pepper on the eggs. Now to wrap up the eggs, grab the corners of the square pastry and attach it on the top of the eggs. I mixed a little bit of water and a little bit of flour to glue it together, by adding a little bit on the tip. Once you do this to all of the pastries, place them on a baking tray with parchment paper and place it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Once these are out of the oven, you can serve it with any kind of chutney or ketchup. It's so crispy and flaky but soft at the same time. It is definitely a must try. Well, that's about it for today's video, guys. If you guys try out these recipes, tag me on Instagram and I will repost you on my story. I have a special announcement. I have partnered up with Penny Appeal to help raise funds for the Thirst campaign. The link to this campaign and all of the recipes are linked down in the description. If you guys are interested in donating to help provide clean water to communities around the world, continue watching.
Penny Appeal are committed to providing safe, clean drinking water to villages like this all across the world. This one was donated by Safa, Bilal, Adam and Musa. It's the Wellingara village. Can you imagine the Sadaqah Jariyah? Look at these people collecting water for the evening, collecting water for today, every day for 100 years. This well will be used and help communities like this, and you can do just the same. Yes, it costs a lot of money, but look, pay it over a year. Split it up in just a few £100s a month, or take a £1,000 share. It's so possible if you want to help change, and you can help change the lives of hundreds of people just like this. Help to eradicate disease, help to eradicate the nightmare walk that they have to collect fresh water. Small change, big difference!
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, the link to donate will be down in the description as well as the recipes. Stay tuned for next week's video where I show you how to create these yummy but very easy veggie samosas. In the meantime, I hope you guys have an amazing Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum.